What's good, y'all? Welcome to a special bonus episode of Conversation Piece, the podcast about the missing pieces of the conversations we are already having right here in Indianapolis. My name is Patrick. I am your host, and today we are at Chicken and Beer Fest. Pew, 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 pew! We don't have a sound effects board right now, which is why I'm doing it myself, but I am so excited. The team is so excited to be here at the 4th annual Chicken and Beer Fest. This is Indy's largest and only chicken festival, and is back for year 4. And we're gonna get into all of that here in the next 30 or so minutes. But first, I have a few announcements. If you haven't already, please give us a follow on Instagram or on TikTok at Conversation Piece Pod. Then go back and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Conversation Piece Podcast on YouTube. We're closing in on 200, and it just helps us continue to grow. We got a really great team producing some really incredible stuff, some really incredible episodes, and some really incredible bonuses and specials where we're going out into the community, having some incredible conversations. So tap in to not only support the show, but you're supporting those individuals doing that work. What else do we have? The best ways to tap in and support us by viewing is by doing that every Tuesday. That is when new episodes drop. We're also going to have some new merchandise dropping soon as well. We have some updated branding that you've seen trickling out through some of our newer episodes. So very excited. Shout out to Madeline Lopez for helping us out with that. What other announcements do we have here? Oh, make sure you go to the website, conversationpiecepod.com. That's where you're going to be able to tap in with all of this, keep up to date with all of this information as it comes out, particularly the merch, but those new episodes as well. And with that being said, we are set to crack open another 100. We are doing that coming up this week with episode 101, Jay Cuber at _Jay Cuber_. You know him from his music videos, his work on Good Bones, a lot of work in the city here in Indianapolis behind the camera. Excellent conversation with him, so make sure you tune in for that. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. But for right now, we're going to get into Chicken and Beer Fest.
Stephen Russell from Gavi Sauce. We got Indianapolis' own hot chili sauce. It starts off sweet, then a little savory, then a little kick at the end.
We have a salted brown butter blondies. We got our oatmeal, Filipino-inspired oatmeal cookies. We have our ice cold ube lemonade and even ube lattes.
This is our first Chicken and Beer Fest. This is my first personal one popping up too, but I know this is the largest one that we have, and we're going to get into it. But one of the things that I found when we were talking to the vendors, we were walking around feeling the vibe of what it meant to pop up in this spot. I could really feel that sense of community, the thing that we talk about on the show, feeling the sense of community, being able to be together, not just in the space with other people who are trying the foods, the drinks, the art, the music, whatever it might be for the first time, but to be here together with a mix and a whole host of different things, a whole variety of things that we can try in community to make it happen. So that's what we're doing here at Chicken and Beer Fest today. And we're going to go ahead and pop into our first conversation. We have one of the MCs of this fine event, Markiss Stone, a.k.a. the Traveling Foodie Guyde, coming in. He's sitting on a bottle of water. It's okay because he's got to stay hydrated out here.
What's going on, Patrick?
What is going on, sir? How are you doing right now?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I am well fed and feeling good right now. There's so much diversity out here. If you can't find it at Chicken and Beer Fest, you can't find it. I mean, we have chicken, we have beer, we have cheesecake, we got lemonade, we got spiked lemonade. We got everything that your mama lied to you and told you that she was going to give you that she couldn't afford to get is right here at Chicken and Beer Fest 24.
You have been making the rounds. I've seen you hitting up each of the stands, and we're going to get to that. But really quickly, for people who may not, for some reason, know who you are, can you just share a little bit about the work that you do?
Oh, man, I am Traveling Foodie Guyde. What I do is I travel the entire world looking for the best places to eat, the best places to stay, the most fun activities to do. But I reside right here in Indianapolis, so I try to find the hidden gems, the yummy in the tummies, the big bag. I'm the president of the Big Bag University, so it's my job to go scout all these places to see if they're Traveling Foodie Guyde approved.
All right, I love it. Mr. President, where does this passion for food come from?
It actually comes from a place of unknowing. I actually did not used to be a foodie. I was very comfortable. I would go to other countries and I would still be ordering chicken and steak and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? I got to stop doing this. I got to get outside my comfort zone and I got to start trying different things. So I said, well, my personality, I bet you that I can travel, try food that I never tried before, record those reactions. And so therefore, you know, I can probably trade with hotels and restaurants around the world and just expand my food palette.
I love it. Okay, we're talking about everything that you can get here besides chicken and beer. What's one thing that you found standing out to you right now as you made the rounds early?
Let me tell you, there's a place called The Spice Grill. It's a food truck over on the side. and their chicken wings are so good. The first visual impression is that it looked good. It looked wet, and it had a nice ranch drizzle on it. Usually you got to dip your wings in the ranch,
right?
But this one was already drizzled on there. So I said, let me go ahead and give it a shot. My first bite, I bit into it. It was slightly wet, but very crispy, which was very surprising. You don't get that combination often.
No.
You either get a wet wing or a crispy wing. This one had the best of both worlds, like Jay-Z and R. Kelly. It was good.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to have to get over there and try that wing out. All right. And speaking of that good chicken, you, like you said, finding those hidden gems. Can you tell us the top 3 places where you can find chicken in the city? Doesn't have to be a chicken spot. Where are the top 3 places for you to get chicken at in the city?
Well, first, we can't talk about chicken without talking about world-famous Hot Boys. I mean, they do chicken right. Based out of Oakland, now in Indy, they got 2 locations, one in Fountain Square, one in Carmel. They do chicken right. Different levels of heat, flavor. It's bold. They use the thigh, so it incorporates a lot more fat for the flavor inside of it. You know, most places do the breast. You know, the breast can get dried out quick, so they do it really right. So, really right. So make sure you check out world-famous Hot Boys. Number 2, I love the Eagle. The Eagle downtown on Mass Ave. They brine that chicken for so long, you can just taste it. Every single bite from the first one to the last one is just juicy. It's so good.
So good.
Number 3, I'm going to talk about a wing place that I'm just absolutely in love with. It's actually a pizza place, but they have wings that I'm just absolutely in love with, and it's called Crafter's Pizza. Their wings are phenomenal. The owner gives the wings flavors all these crazy names and different sauces. He loves being in the lab, experimenting with different sauces and everything. That place is packed every time I go in there. It's a place that people don't think about chicken because it's a pizza place, but I'm telling you, when you go to Crafters, get you some wings, no matter what flavor combination you get, you're going to love it.
World famous Hot Boys, the Eagle, and Crafters. Crafters I had not heard of. The first 2 I am very intimately familiar with. So thank you for dropping that. Markiss, I don't want to keep you too long because I know you got work to do. Last but not least, how do we support you? How do we find you? How do we follow you after this?
Please, if you haven't been following me, what have you been doing your whole life? Head on over to my Instagram and TikTok, Traveling Foodie Guyde, Guyde, because I want to be your guide that tells you where you can get the best food, have the most fun, and stay at the dopest places. Go give your boy a follow.
Give your boy a follow, Markiss Stone, the Traveling Foodie Guyde. We're out here at Chicken and Beer Fest, and we are going to we're going to have a whole lot more right after this.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, bro.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Adams, and I am from Louisville, Kentucky. This is a Miracle 8 lemonade stand, and this is the Youth's lemonade stand.
We are Sip and Share Wine. We are a local black woman-owned vegan winery. We are one of 2 black-owned wineries here in the state of Indiana. We're the state's only vegan winery, which means a couple things. One, when you're buying from us, you're supporting local business. We love that. You're supporting a black woman. Also, if you care about the animals, guilt-free wine. And because we don't use animal byproducts in our wine, we don't have a need to put extra fillers and everything in our wine to cover some of that up, which means you're drinking cleaner. Even our full-bodied wines feel lighter than some other wines. And most importantly, for all of us, I'm speaking from a lot of experience, no hangover in the morning.
Conversation piece. We are back here at Chicken and Beer Fest 2024, and I could not be more pleased or privileged to sit down with the man himself, Bradley Hauser. Bradley, how's it going, bro?
I appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all having us out.
Seriously, thank you.
You got us out. You got the logo on the thing, and
It's the least I could do, man. Seriously.
We appreciate you having us out. Give us a little bit of Chicken and Beer Fest background. Let people know about it, how you got to year 4, and
Yeah, man. With Eat Here Indy and just our involvement with the food scene, I was like early in festivals like here in Indianapolis. So we were judges. They were letting us kind of be a part of them and almost gave me like a blueprint to see that, hey, there's a need for festivals. There's a need for food-based events. So, judging all of them and just being a part of them, I was like, I would love to do one for myself.
For sure.
For our brand. And we finally did it. And we're on year 4 now. So.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely here for it. I feel like I read that this one in particular came together pretty quickly. And also, I think when we last talked, there was some uncertainty that 2024 might even happen. So what does it take to put something like this together, maybe the largest that it's ever been, in such a short amount of time? What does it take to do that?
Man, a lot of patience for sure, because there's a lot of moving parts. A team, you know, just like you guys, people just stepping up and helping, and the restaurants being supportive of this brand and something that will help them and benefit them in the long run. So just everybody coming together and just doing their part. It brings it all together. We did this under 45 days.
Under 45 days.
45 days. So
that is
I'm excited about it.
absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Biggest change, biggest difference in the festival from year 1 to year 4? Biggest change and biggest difference in yourself?
For myself, just I'm able to see details and kind of know the lay of the land. Typically I like to point and look over things and see how I can fit in, but I like to allow people to do their jobs and do what they do best. But this year I kind of had to get my feet dirty, get my feet or hands wet and just kind of do it on my own, you know?
Sure.
And so I was able to see a lot of the details.
Yeah.
And just really be involved heads on. So
100%.
Yep.
Well, the vibe has been immaculate. The people have been popping. The food and the drinks have been amazing.
Yes, sir.
What are people should be expecting? What should people out here that are watching, what are they missing right now from year 4?
Man, they're missing a lot of food. A lot of food and a lot of drinks. This is for the restaurants. This is for the breweries. This is a platform, like you guys said, for small business. To really get them, visibility from people that have never seen them before, to bring everybody from across the state into one place, one centralized location. I think that's really important. So everybody can kind of get a taste of what the city has to offer.
For sure, 100%. It's an emergency. You know it because you hear the sirens.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we know we're getting to it. Okay, actually, I have 2 questions real quick. What do you talked about it? This is for the small business. That's what you want people to see who are not here.
Yep.
For the people that are here, what's the biggest takeaway? What do you want? What's the call to action for them as they leave here to take with them going forward?
I would just say connection. You know, connection to our brand, Eat Here, but connection to the food community, to Indianapolis is what we're trying to create. We're trying to place make.
Yeah.
So we try to jump around with the festival, different spots, across the city. And let people see that there's, you can decorate, you can do really anything to kind of create a community.
Yeah.
And, we try to showcase various locations around the city. So I think placemaking is our big thing. How can we make something that wasn't anything, wasn't popular or wasn't, visible to a lot of people? How do we get more people connected to it? So
that's our biggest intentionality.
Yeah.
I love that. And
definitely.
I love that about your work because it's like you said, we can make place wherever. We can make home wherever.
Yep.
And even if it's a place that, you might not look at this way in a particular light, we can come in here and we can make something happen out of it.
Absolutely.
And we can bring together the people
Absolutely.
in that space.
Absolutely.
All right. Last but not least, Eat Here. How do we find you, follow you, support you? And how do we support you, Bradley Hauser, going forward?
Yeah. So Eat Here, eathere.co is our website. Free to sign up. You get instant restaurant recommendations from across different cities. You can tap into Indianapolis or other cities surrounding us. Eat Here Indy, if you're Indianapolis based, see what's going on here in Indianapolis. But I'm on Instagram, Bradley Hauser. So, follow me. I'll follow back. I'm not like a prude or anything like that. So, just let's connect and go from there.
For sure. No prudes out here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Chicken and Beer Fest. Eat Here, eathere.co, Eat Here Indy. Conversation piece. Bradley, thank you so much for having us out. Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all.
We're going to have more. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Folks, we've had an incredible time at Chicken and Beer Fest 2024. Cannot wait to be back for 2025. I hope you learned a lot, not only from Bradley about why we're doing this, but from Markiss about what makes Indy such an incredible place for diverse foodstuffs. Whatever you might be looking for, Chicken and Beer Fest has it, and that means Indianapolis has it. So until then, you can check out this episode and every other episode on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Go to our website, conversationpiecePod.com, to check in the archives, as well as check out any of the cool merch stuff that we have coming out. We have a lot of that stuff coming up for the holidays, so make sure you stay tuned for that. You can also sign up for the newsletter as well. And last but not least, follow us on social media at Conversation Piece Pod, at Conversation Piece Pod, not Pud, on Instagram and TikTok. And you can see all the really cool stuff that we got going on there that might not make it to the final episode. But until then, and until we have the other incredible episodes that we have for this year, I have been Patrick Armstrong. This has been Conversation Piece, and this whole thing has been Chicken and Beer Fest. We'll see y'all soon.